So today I'm going to show you a list of exercises that I got from my physical therapist when I was in physical therapy for certain injuries. And I know that there are a lot of dancers out there who struggle with injuries and don't necessarily want to do anything about them because they're afraid of being told to sit out. And I'd like to say, well, first of all, you can always find a dance specialist PT or try your hardest to find one. They work towards helping you to be able to dance while you're recovering from injury. Obviously, some injuries that is not possible with, but there are a lot that you can do that with. So today I'm going to show you some exercises that I have written down from when I was in physical therapy for ankle and shin injuries. So anybody who has experienced issues with tendinitis on the outside of their ankle or has had overuse issues in their calf and their shins, possibly shin splints, anything like that. In this area of your body, I will be covering today. So I have I said like the 500th time, my list of exercises. And let's get started. So the only thing you're really going to need for this video is a TheraBand. I like the green or the blue strength ones. The best for this kind of video, but if you only have one kind of TheraBand, that'll be. Let's get started. So the first one that I'm going to show you is to use this TheraBand. And we're going to put it around our ankles and try to keep the TheraBand as flat as possible and have our ankles as wide as our hips. Now this exercise is to teach us to keep our knees over the middle of our foot and not to roll in or pronate outwards, which is less common than rolling in. But since it's pulling us towards each other, we have to use our muscles to keep our legs where they need to be. So what you do is you start in a low squat or plie position and you just step out. You don't want to get any closer to the point where the TheraBand isn't taut and pulling on your legs. So you just step a little bit and you do that back and forth until your exterior gluteus maximus is fatigued. You also want to think about keeping the front of your shins or your soleus muscle relaxed while you're doing this. So the next exercise I'm going to show you is to strengthen your arch so that you are less likely to roll in and you'll be lifting your arch on its own rather than using these muscles to help you with that. So you start by flexing just your toes, and you work on putting down each toe. The next exercise I'm going to show you, you can use going downstairs, or you can do them in place. It's better to do going downstairs because the point of it is to not use the muscles you would use to lift your leg, only to use the muscles you would use to lower your leg. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you what it would be like in place. So what you would want to do is be on the stairs, bend your knees a little bit, and as you're going down the stairs, you lower yourself slowly going through your feet. So you're really focusing on stabilizing your ankles and relaxing your shins. Okay, the second to last exercise I want to touch on is more of a stretch, and I find this to be very helpful if you have shin pains or you feel like you can't really press into your plie. You can have it be deep but you don't feel any tension. This one I find really helps with that. So what you're going to want to do is wrap your TheraBand around a sturdy object and place it around your ankle at a position that is comfortable and will not slide or roll up. You want the TheraBand to stay flat. And as you have, once you have it around your ankle, you want to move further back so that it's taut and you feel tension between the TheraBand, your leg, and whatever force you have holding it up. Like in this video, I have my bed. And you're going to do slow plies with just the one leg and focusing on releasing the front of your shins and allowing the TheraBand to pull your leg away from your foot. It's kind of a weird idea, but this really helps to loosen up the muscles in the front of your shin and to teach your leg another way to plie rather than to stress that muscle so much. And the last one that I want to show you brings us back to the TheraBand. This exercise is again to focus on having your plie correctly over the front of your legs. And it is turned in, but sometimes working turned in is the best way to get the results that you need. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up, take our TheraBand again, and we're going to step both legs inside it, and we want to keep the TheraBand flat, and we're putting it just above our knees, not on our knees because that'll be way too much pressure. We're going to step out so we're hip distance apart, and we're just going to do gentle squats. We want to sit back in our heels and not keep the weight on our toes. And try to keep your toes on the ground though. Don't use the front of your shins so much for this. And so from the side. Thing I find really helps with any kind of shin injury is to use a roller and just loosen it up. There's also this really good technique where you pinch your skin and you pull it up, slowly pinching each piece and pushing it out, and this massages the muscle that is between your skin and muscle, or the fibers that are between your skin and muscle, which can also cause a lot of pains in your shin. These are the exercises that I learned when I was in physical therapy. I would definitely recommend, if you're having major issues with any injuries, that you should definitely see a physical therapist or a doctor, I guess, because obviously I'm not licensed. This is just what I've learned from my experiences. And I also totally recommend using ice or heat, whatever is more suitable to your injury. I find ice is most helpful to anything that I have. And if you have that tendonitis on the outside of your ankle that I recommended, you can look up taping methods for it. And I'll put the name of the tendon on the screen so that can help you a little bit. Because the taping method totally helps me. You start at your instep and kind of wrap it around, and it helps you stay pulled up in your arch, because the tendonitis out here is from rolling in or winging your foot aggressively, and it just aggravates this side of your leg. So I really hope all of these techniques and ideas can help people watching and help you recover from your injuries. I hope everyone is dancing well again soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!